might look in a cupboard like this and you see stuff. Well, actually, these are treasured memories and precious memories at that. So lucky for us, we have Libby Patrick. She is with Blue Robin Downsizing, and you have a big job, don't you?
Yes, I do. I say breaking up with stuff is hard to do.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah.
The emotion that people have, they're attached to their things, but we want it to be not sad. So the emotion's there, but let's try not to be sad.
So what kind of a job would you take on? What does that look like?
It can be from point A to point B, I say. It can be the Cadillac service, I call it, which is the whole ball of wax. We are packing, we are sorting, we're figuring out what fits in their new place. We come back, we deal with things that are left behind that they could not keep anymore, so we might be selling, donating, getting rid of some junk. It's
Right.
the whole thing.
And whether they have moved on, and I mean that, deceased, or
Yes.
they are now moving to an assisted living facility or something like that, or they simply are resizing their
Yes,
lives.
yes.
There are different ideas on how each one of these jobs would work.
They're all different, and it depends on the client. Such as this house here, this is Mary B's house, full of all kinds of content. And maybe she's going to move to a condo, so that's a first downsize.
Right.
And then we might have a repeat where she moves to a smaller place. So it just depends.
Yeah, so I think people watching might say, yeah, but how do you know you can trust people who are in your house going through your things?
That is major, and that's why I'm very proud of my team. Took a while to put it together because we're dealing with checkbooks, credit cards, china, jewelry, all of that. Just
Sure.
like yesterday, we were working with a lady, 93 years old, and she was not in her 2-bedroom apartment, so we were there by ourselves. But by looking through bags and everything, checking pockets, we found over $1,800 that we can say, hey, we found your money.
Wow, and you're that trustworthy, so that's what matters. That's what sets you apart from others.
I think so. We are unique in how we treat the client and then how we take care of their belongings.
Well, we're in one room. I know Mary B's in the other because she wants to talk about the fabulous services you've been providing for her. So she is the kitchen direction, right? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's
to the
go
kitchen.
see Mary B and hear all about it. And we're with Mary, Mary's beautiful kitchen. Thank you for having us in.
My
Appreciate it.
pleasure.
Well, how did you two come to know each other?
Oh, go ahead.
We met at a chamber meeting. I was new to the area. And she came up and introduced herself, and we've been magnets ever since.
Yeah.
And you're starting some projects together.
Yes,
So looking around this beautiful kitchen, this is going to be a project.
it is. And Mary's fortunate. She gets to do this in stages. So we've worked on a few things like closets and attic space, but obviously she's not ready to make that big move yet, and that's okay.
That's okay. But you had friends who were.
Oh, I have given Libby's name to a number of people, and they are so excited about the work that she has done and her staff have done. Many of my friends have large collections of stuff, and they have struggled with recording it, giving it away, and we find a lot of people, kids, do not want any of their stuff anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So that becomes a huge thing, and so they wanted to have things repurposed, and Libby is excellent at repurposing things.
I have a social work background. Maybe that helps me, I don't know, but mostly it takes me only a few seconds to connect with a total stranger. And usually within a few seconds, they trust me. And I want to do what I say and do it on time. And I say please and thank you.
Yes, she does. She's incredibly civilized, and I think in some ways, older generations have sort of been discounted. And what Libby doesn't do is discount them with her language, her body language, or anything. So they feel valued and as if they're important to her.
And they are.
That
They are.
focus is just something that's wonderful. She's a 5 gold star provider.
I don't know what more. Only thing you need now is just a magic wand to make it all happen. It'd be
Well,
great.
I actually do have one. So let me tell you, I went to Lima to move a lady, and she wanted me to bring my magic wand. Of course, I didn't have one. She opened up the door when we got to Lima, and she goes, here's your magic wand. I've been using it ever since, but it doesn't have any power.
Well, I think the power's in you, lady, for sure.
Power, you're energizing it.
Thank you for having us in.
Oh, my pleasure.